Hey folks, today we're going to talk about vision. What do you need to make yours real? This drawing of a 2019 projector screen is to represent your vision, what you're looking towards. And this drawing is to represent that your vision is nested. And you might put pressure on yourself to know the ultimate best ever. Oh my God, this is the vision. But if shit is sucky, it's probably gonna be hard to go there. Or even if stuff's good, you might not know this. Buddy, that's okay. Let's give ourselves a that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You might instead have a very small, it would be more comfortable if vision. This one. You might not even have that guy. You might have something kind of random that fits on one of these interim ones, or one that you think might go on this one. What I'm saying is, you might not have this big thing. But if you love self-development like I've loved self-development, you probably know you need a vision. But if you try to force it and it doesn't actually resonate with you, it doesn't inspire you, you might as well just get that silly fruitcake at Christmas. Thanks. You need one you're jazzed about. When you open the door to not having clarity being okay, you start the process of developing clarity because you're no longer resistant to not having clarity. I don't know. I don't make the rules. And in fact, that rule might not be for everybody. Not every piece of advice is for everybody all the live long day. Only take what's yours. So, as you develop the process of inviting clarity, working toward clarity, enjoying not having clarity yet, the picture will start to fill out. You might even get, a few things on there. Shucks, it's backwards. You might have a few things on there. And as part of living, we're always evolving. That's okay. Give me a good that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It might mean that what you are wanting in your vision now changes. That's okay. You might get close to the thing and find out it's not the thing that you thought the thing was. That's okay. However, it is important to have something that you're moving toward because desire fucking fuels the machine. If you really want something and you think it's possible, you'll move. Now, what else can you do to support your vision? I'm happy you asked. You can consider what thought and feeling pack that person, the version of you that exists in that vision, would have. So I call it a thought and feeling pack because they will be different than the ones you have now. So, for example, if you're on vacation, likely you have different thought and feeling pack than if you're at crunch time at work. Or if things are going well in an area of your life and you're not problem solving it and you have confidence in yourself or life, you have different thoughts and feelings of when you don't. You want to start to work on building out familiarity with the thought and feeling pack of that world, of that vision. If in that vision you have money, you're going to have different thoughts and feelings than in the world where you don't. If in that vision you are confident, connected to people, doing your thing, you're going to have different thoughts and feelings than you do when you're not, you know what I'm saying? So you want to start to build out your inner world to be able to survive in that outer world. What I've awkwardly been covering is this statement: proof of identity required to buy. These flow from this identity. You will have to think about yourself differently in that world. You likely will have to come to think of yourself in that world as someone who X, Y's, or Z's, when you might not think of yourself as that now. Someone who is successful thinks of themselves as successful. Now, We want to be really grounded in all of our thinking about ourselves. In fact, I generally would advise, like, try not to. However, you can't help but have some concept of self. And if your concept of self is healthy, great. It's durable to feedback, humble, open, aware. But if your concept of self is kind of like dark and dismissive, that'll hold you back, bro. So you need to bring your identity with you so that you can have new thoughts and feelings. Somebody who identifies or allows themselves to think of themselves as confident has different thoughts and feelings. This is what we want. And so you might need to think through how you're thinking about yourself currently that makes these available. You need the identity shift to be able to get this. That's why a proof of identity is required to buy. I mean, sometimes you can back into it, but in this example, I'm suggesting in that order. So in recap, it's okay if you don't have a vision mapped out. It would help you get your ducks lined up if you did, though. And you can do that by opening the door to it being okay that you don't, and okay that it's a process, and okay that it changes, and working on your thought and feeling packs.